Hello, 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 hello. We're a little early. Hello, you guys. My screen is black. Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on, you guys. Look. Boom. Oh, wrong thing. Boom. Hi. At least there was no echo. Just no camera. Hello, you guys. Good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. Here it's 2 minutes to 5. Early was an accident, you guys. Sometimes the streaming software, it's you click stream and it's supposed to connect with YouTube, but then it's not supposed to go live until your scheduled time. And I just wanted to test it. I'm afraid there might not be an echo tonight, but if there isn't, I'm going to do one just because we have to. Jan, thank you. Jan says, I look fabulous. I actually just washed my hair, but look at... I think the peroxide fairy has to visit tonight. So, those of you who watch Brad Mondo, I'm a T18 girl, and I just picked up some T18 today. So we're going to do a little bit of chatting, catch up on a few things, and then we're going to react to Amber's... Seriously, this is one of my favorite of Amber's videos, confessing everything I've lied about. And then we're going to follow it up with a little palette cleanser that is just cute and not Amber. So let's say hi to everybody. I'm sorry I missed everybody, so hi to everybody. And excuse me, I'm going to be gross. I got to take this... I'm sucking on a Ricola. And that's hard. It's just not right. All right, let's say hi. Juicy to Skull, Nut, Sandra, whatever, Unvaxxed Christian. I know I missed some of my ride or dies that were in here early. Jan on the Lamb, Sabelle, Fishty, Pot calls the kettle bong. Hello, everybody. If I missed you, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Emmy Lisa, she was in here early, so hi, Emmy. I just washed my hair because it looked gross. It was just like flat, and I've got really thin, really fine hair, which is why we have a fart bun and not a poop bun. And yeah, if I don't wash it every day, it just isn't it, you guys. So I hope we're having a good weekend. I'm sure a good portion of you guys are still recovering from Thanksgiving. I know you guys in the United States do Thanksgiving up right and big, and you eat so much food. We eat the same food, but I don't know, you guys just revere the holiday a lot more than we do up here. Nuts says she's binging 600 Pound Life. I started to watch the latest episode last night, and honestly, it kind of bored me. And I have to laugh because, Amber always says she's not train wreck enough for 600 Pound Life. And I always say, that's kind of a huge insult to all the people on that show because most of them are not train wrecks. We've had our few, those brothers, the Asante brothers. There's been some outstanding ones, but most of them aren't like that. Sabelle abandoned a Nikocado video to be here. Wow. Paischler says, do you watch 1,000 Pound Sisters? Well, that brings us to one of the points I've made on my notes to talk about. Not only do I watch it, I do a collaborative reaction to 1,000 Pound. Kicking Geese, if you're familiar with Kicking Geese, most of you are. Kicking Geese and I do a collaboration recap reaction to 1,000 Pound Sisters every week on Thursdays. So yeah, check that out if you want to know what we're thinking about that. Dark Rose says they go hard there for Thanksgiving. They're just regular people. Who, the sisters? Sure, everybody is. We're all just who isn't? Who's irregular? Okay, sometimes I've been a little irregular. I don't mean irregular. I mean irregular. in the scheme of things. Uncle Bucket says he discovered kicking geese through Narc Alert. Well, isn't that a lovely turn of a thing? Because I'm sure most of my viewers discovered me through kicking geese. Justine is lovely, and she's been so generous with shouting me out. So I know a lot of you come from her. So that's a nice turn of a phrase. Paischler says, worried about the recent medical issues with Tammy. Yeah, I'm sure we all are. You know, we all wish her the best. I don't think we're very mean in our reaction. Although people, you know, I get some comments, man. People call me mean and judgmental. I don't think I'm very mean and judgmental, but, you know, I guess you can't please all of the people all of the time. Carrie Landry says, I discovered you back on your first video going down a rabbit hole and was immediately hooked. 0 regrets. Aw, that's nice. Those first couple videos were rough, too, because I was doing the voiceover over the audio and I didn't have the subtitles. Nuts says she was happy when she found out we were pals. Yeah, we're YouTube pals. Justine is my YouTube buddy. So look, I always have something to fidget with because, as you guys know, I'm a filthy, disgusting smoker. Not very many, maybe 3 or 4 a day, and then I smoke cannabis. So, but I don't do that on stream, so I'm fidgety. And I don't like to do things that make too much noise, so if you can hear what I'm doing, let me know, because it's probably annoying, but I'm playing with my sloth. He's full of beanbags. Beanbags. The little beans that are in beanbags, and you can put him in the microwave and warm him up and then, like, use him as a heating thing. How adorable is that? How adorable is that? Alright, so I have a couple of notes. What is his name? His name is Antonio. Because the big guy, the bigger sloth who's on the windowsill, he moves around the apartment. Right now he's on the windowsill. His name is Manuel. So this is Antonio, because it's Manuel Antonio, after one of my top favorite places in Costa Rica. Rio is on the couch. He's exhausted because Uncle Tim was here today, and he was just, if I may borrow a phrase, he's been beezing all afternoon. So he's very, very sleepy boy now. Very sleepy boy. You know, we'll try and drag him over later, but you never know with him. He's a fickle-ass narcissist, so you never know what's going to go on. Crazy cat lady, you damn straight I am. Uncle Tim loved his chili. Loved his chili. I put some extra chipotle peppers in it because he likes it spicy, and I'm a big, big wimpy. Dark Roast Kitty is beezing right now. Sandra loves Rio. Aw, you know what, Sandra? If you met him, he would love you too. He chases, every time I get a delivery and I go to the door, I open the door and I let him run out, and he chases the delivery person down the hall to look for love, because he's just a friendly boy. Would I ever cover Foodie Booty? Probably not. I know. I don't know, it's complicated. I don't read her at all as a narcissist. Yeah, I guess we could do her on a live, but I don't know. I don't know what to say. There's something about her that I just don't want to cover her. And it's not because I really dislike her. It's because, honest to God, deep down, I know there's a million things we can say that's wrong with her. But deep down, I kind of just find her genuine, and I feel kind of sorry for her. And I know that is not a popular opinion, because I know everybody really hates on her. And I'm not excusing anything she does. I'm not a fan. But I find something genuine about her that I don't see in Amber, and I don't read her as a narcissist. So all of her other things that go wrong, I don't know. If I was going to do just straight reactions, I guess maybe I could, but... And that's the other thing. Sophie says I don't really watch her at all. I don't watch her at all. I don't watch her at all. So my opinion is formed on brief snippets of her from a year or two ago. So, you know, I kind of feel sorry for her. I think all of her behavior is out of all of her problems, and I don't know, there's something about her that... Oh, I'm glad to see some of you agree. Because I know it's really popular to hate on her. Like, just hate on her. And, you know, I kind of feel the same way about Nikocado. First of all, I think that whole thing is an act, and if you guys are H3 fans like I am, H3's trying to get Nikocado on for an interview. And he says he wants to interview him, the real person, like not this crazy character that we see on his videos. And I would love to watch that, like a real, genuine interview with the person behind that. Emmy Lisa says she loathes Nikocado. Emmy, you are not alone. You're not alone. And again, I don't watch him all the time. I find a lot of the things he does are disgusting and problematic. But, I don't know. I think he's actually kind of funny, honestly. And I think he's probably pretty smart, because I don't think you become a classical violinist at the level that he's actually at without having been exposed to some culture and education. So I think there's a lot more to Nick than what we ever see, and I kind of feel bad that he's... I hope he can... I don't know. I'd like to see him change, but... Miranda doesn't care for Ethan anymore. You know, I go hot and cold on him sometimes. Right now I'm okay with him, but I totally get that. Sometimes he can be... But you know what I like about him? He's pretty genuine, and he fairly much owns up to his mistakes, but he does get triggered on stuff like, you know, I'm really sick about hearing about Ryan Kavanaugh. Sophie says she's having a similar struggle with Tammy. With ALR, she can watch for the comedic element, but watching Tammy fills me with dread and frustration. Yeah, it's... Well, she seems so much closer to her demise, and it's so frustrating and sad to watch, right? I hate ASMR. I also hate ASMR. People tell me I should do some ASMR because they like my voice. And I would maybe do some ASMR, but I don't understand it and I don't get it. So I feel you with your name there. Who says, by the way, he's a master troll and the only thing we really see is the weight struggle. Yeah, I miss Frenemies too, to be honest. And I don't like the new show with Hassan. It's probably good if you live in the States, but I'm so sick of US politics. I don't care about your politics anymore. It was fun for 4 years when we were terrified, but, you know, power to you. But we have our own politics, so I'm disappointed that they replaced that fun, light, internet-censored show with political satire stuff. I just find it's not my... there's enough politics shows on. And I kind of feel like Hassan steamrolls over Ethan a little bit. But that's just my opinion. Not a diagnosis. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Okay, back to the points I wanted to make. Before we yig-yab. I mean, I get why Frenemies had hit its demise, but I wish they could find someone else. It's just fun and light. Like, I like the fun and lightness of what that stuff was. The silliness. Jamie, thank you for the super chat. She says Fred left for the holiday and Amber did a sad... I heard about that. I haven't seen it, though. Maybe we should look it up later, huh? Let me just talk about these things. First note is something that, you know, some people are not going to like, but I'm sorry. I'm not going to do Sunday creepy stories anymore because nobody watches it. Everybody seems to love it, but I'm like, please, I got about 300 views last time. Brittany Lynn, thank you for the super chat. She says, do you like Hassan Abi? I do. I do like him, but I prefer him on his own. And you know, I'm not American, so I just can't get as passionate about the things that he talks about. Yeah, see, I knew especially Dark Roast Carrie loves you. You guys love creepy stories. I know, there's a few of you that are really love the creepy, sleepy stories, but guys, it's just the views are going down and down and down and down and down. Well, you know, I'd love to do better stories too, but like, or true crime stuff, but YouTube, right? Okay, but here's what I'm going to do. is I'm going to replace the creepy sleepy stories with every second Sunday I'm going to do a live members only live stream. And we'll work out what that'll be about. And we might bring it back because I really like doing it, but I'm feeling a little crunched, and honestly, I want to do Vlogmas, which will be another point on this list. And I just can't do that many videos in a week. Oh, good morning from Manila in the Philippines. I've met so many amazing people from the Philippines. Narcissistic true crime characters. Well, yeah, I want to, and I did start to do a couple, but YouTube kills me. They demonetize everything I do on anything on the true crimes bent. So you have to be so careful. Okay, so yeah, Vlogmas. So, yeah, I want to try Vlogmas because I'm new. I'm like a brand new spanking fetus to YouTube. And I've been hearing about Vlogmas. Oh, Vlogmas. Oh, Vlogmas. So, you know, bah humbug. I'm not really... Merc is not a Christmas elf. Although I've played one in my past because I'm a short, blonde girl. But, first I thought I was going to do Vlogmas on the second channel, but I'll be dead honest with you, it's not monetized yet. And I love doing videos, but if I'm going to spend my whole life editing and making videos, I'd like to at least be able to pay the rent. I don't need to have PewDiePie money, but, you know, give a girl a coin. I gotta feed the cat. He's got really expensive taste. So, Grinchmas. Yes, I've got my Grinch t-shirt on. Yeah, but here, get this. How twisted weird is this? Okay. Oh, man, all these points are converging. Let's back up a little bit before we get too into Vlogmas. Let's back up a little bit. So, as we know right now, our girl Amberlynn, she's sure not giving us anything to work with, right? Now, I don't think that this is going to last. And I think, I don't know. Anyway, we can surmise a million things about what Amber is, but what Amber is right now is not interesting to do for Narc Alerts. So, I did start the second channel because I wanted to do more cooking stuff, and I didn't want... You know, once I did a cooking reaction over here and I got some snotty comments about, that's got nothing to do with narcissism. So that's kind of why I started the second channel. But I'm finding that these cooking reaction recreations are getting okay. You guys seem to like them. Oh, Hope French just joined the family. Thank you for becoming a member. So I think now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create another playlist on here. And it's going to be for the cooking reactions. And I'm going to do cooking reactions because, you know, bugger you cranky people who don't like it. We'll do cook. And I don't want to do just Amber, and I think I'm going to do some good ones too. Like, let's look at a good chef. Maybe we can do some super Escoffier thing, and I can bring it back down to like a home cook level, or, you know, let's do some cooking stuff. I'm a bloody chef, so you guys seem to like this. I'm seeing some good comments. Yes, I love the cooking. Yes, 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 yes. And yesterday's cooking video, the Amber one, is doing pretty well. So, you know, they can get better, and I can get better at editing them and stuff. But so I'm going to do a second, or not a second, I got a whole bunch of playlists. But I'm going to do a cooking playlist on the Narc Alert. And you may see, I may change the branding a little bit. We may change the name to just tnA, so we can still, tnA, you know, I'm old and my friends tits and ass. That's why I put the small t and the small n and the big. It kind of throws off the tnA thing. So anyway, we're going to expand the channel a little bit in what we do on the Narc Alert, because the Narc Alert is a pretty tight box. And although I love doing those videos, like I love doing that Tiger King video, and the week before that, the Preacher guy, these are interesting. I love doing those. I don't want to stop doing those. And then we can always do a retro Amber. But the Friday night premieres, I used to do Amber's week. And like whatever she uploaded for the week, we do in the premiere. And that's not really working for us right now. So I think we're going to do cooking on Friday nights. That was a lot of talking. God, I can talk a lot. All right, let's see. Pot calls the kettle bong, says Chef Merc 100%. I hate ASMR, says should teach us to fix Amber's recipes. That's kind of what I've been doing. If you look at my reaction recreations, check out Iron Wrath 444. I'm writing that down right now. Iron Wrath 444. Done. Checking him out. Oh, that preacher's too much. And you know what's funny is once I do research on a subject, for the next week, my homepage is filled with videos about that subject, so I'm still getting videos about that preacher. Uncle Bucket says, that's what I thought it was when I saw the second channel. It took me weeks of mentally correcting myself before I thought the narc alert first and not, well, okay, that's cool. So tnA will be a natural fit, I bet. Yeah, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. And our Kicking Geese and I, our reactions to 1,000 Pound Sisters aren't doing that well. So go watch it if you haven't watched it. We called him the Goose Alert, and I asked Uncle Tim because he made my intro and my logo. So I asked him if he could, you know, the logo with the lady looking in the hand mirror. I asked him if he could take out the lady and put in a goose for the Goose Alert, because that cracks me right up. I live alone. I'm an only child. I crack myself up a lot. Meghan Markle. Sibel asked if I would do Meghan Markle. I've started to look into her, so she's on the... You know, sometimes I start on people, and then all of a sudden I get an inspiration, and I just have to go with my gut that night. I know I've got somebody who's always suggesting, is it Aaron Carter, who I know nothing about, so I'd have to research, and I'm sure he'd be great. But they get quite insulted that I haven't done it yet, and he's on my list, but... Come on, narcissists, there's a list of 22,000 of them to get to. And sometimes I just have to go with them. If I'm feeling inspired, I gotta go with that. Megan is not a narc. The internet would disagree. Uncle Bucket says, have you seen Lily Jean? I have. I've watched all of the Lily Jean videos. Primic and all of those. And I actually, she's another one I started to do too, but you know what, I steered away from her because when all of her real big drama was going on, she's just a little kid. Really, she was quite young. I think her mother was the mastermind of that, and I don't want to pick on kids. I don't feel comfortable being of advanced age, picking on children. Kris Jenner, oh, there's so many, like, you know, anybody on reality TV, any of your big criminals. Kanye West would be really good. And he's so big, he wouldn't bother me at all. Okay, so there we go. So Stories Goodbye, replacing with 2 member lives a month. I talked about the 1,000 Pound collab Vlogmas. Okay, let's go back to that. Back to Vlogmas. So yeah, Vlogmas. I'm going to try to do Vlogmas. And considering it's going to be kind of like Grinchmas, I'll probably do a lot of cooking. Like a lot of Christmas treats and whatnot. And I guess I'll just distribute them amongst the women in my building. Probably not all cooking, but a lot of cooking, because you guys seem to like that, and Christmas cooking, I think, is a natural fit for Vlogmas, yes? And, I'd say shopping, but I did all my shopping already. It's all done. I'm done my shopping. Nar na nar. Who's done the shopping? Put a 1 in the chat. I want to see. I'm just bragging. It's the first time I've ever been done before the 24th, so it's ludicrous. Narchy Grinchmas. Narky Grinchmas. Oh, gift wrapping. I'm not bad at gift wrapping. Hope just started today. Pia is done. Oh, see, some of you guys are done. Barely started. I'm not shaming anybody. When I was a chef, I would usually be working until the 24th, and I'd finish like at 2 in the afternoon, and then I'd wait because I'd get my final paycheck on the 24th, so I'd have to get my check and run in those days, go cash my check, and then I'd run to the Eaton Centre, which is our great big huge mall here in Toronto, and I'd do all my shopping in about an hour, and then I'd have to jump on a Greyhound bus and get out of town to go to so that's what my Christmas was when it was not bad. So, oh, I'm loving all these narc suggestions. I love, after the video, I go through and I read it again because I miss a lot in the chat, and then I'm always mad because I want to have the conversation with you guys, but I've missed it, and it's a moment that's gone. So I'll definitely pick up all these suggestions afterwards in chat. Jan on the Lamb, seriously, I did it all on Amazon. I honestly, I'm only buying for my mum and Uncle Tim. So it's really not that difficult, really, is it? And Rio, of course. But I got a bag of those sticks, look. These sticks for the cat. It was a good deal. There was like 60 of them for $12. He loves them. He just chews through them like popcorn. Christopher says he hates Christmas. It's so much stress. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'll tell you, 2 years ago, I don't want to get into it. 2 years ago, I was at my family's with my mom, and there was a big, huge family fight. And my cousin threw my mother and I out in the middle of Christmas dinner. And my mother can't really walk, so she's got a walker. And, yeah, it was really nice. So, yeah. Oh, Dagny Do, thank you so much for the super chat. Working 600 cedar. Here's some I'm sorry money for not being present. Buy Rio some good catnip. Love you, Merc. Love everyone. Aw, Dagny. Dagny, you're sweet. You work too hard for the... She works hard for the money. You work too hard for that money, girl. Thank you so much. That's really sweet. So, yeah, that's my Christmas story. And then last year was COVID, so it was like, yeah, okay, COVID. Now, this year... This year we have to go again because my aunt is like 90-something, and it might, you know... And I don't want to go, and I don't want to see my cousin. I have choice nicknames for my cousin at this point. So anyway, that's why Merc didn't like Christmas. Ba, ba, ba. But Uncle Tim is talking me into getting a stupid little tree. Jan on the Lamb, how long do I stay with Mom? As short a time as I honestly... I used to only stay 1 day because I had to come home to the cats. But last year, and I'm going to do this year too, and it's really, honestly... This is so frivolous, and I'm a cheapskate, so this is really frivolous, but I'm going to take an Uber. Last year I took an Uber to Kitchener because of COVID. I didn't want to get on the bus and stuff. And I said to her, well, since I'm taking Uber, I'm going to bring my cat, and, you know, if you let me bring the cat, I'll stay an extra day. So, yeah, Rio came with me last year, which made it a lot better. So I already told him he's going again this year. She's got a cat and they don't get along, but Rio stays in the bedroom mostly, and then he's there for me, and I bring a vape and I hide in the bathroom. It's all good in the hood. That's how we get through. But it's going to the relatives that I'm really dreading this year. So, but no, like, so this year I get a bonus of 2 stressful Christmases in one. Two stressful Christmases in one. Anyway, so Rio's good in the car. Sandra or whatever. Asked how is Rio in the car. He's good. When he was a kitten, I tried to take him on as many, I don't drive, but I tried to take him on as many car rides as possible and get him in the harness quickly because I wanted to take him traveling with me, and then COVID never got better because I got him right at the beginning of COVID. Red Time says, hey, in Tennessee, and this is the only time I'll be able to catch the live for a few minutes. Tennessee? I've been to Tennessee. Juicy and Deskull, for sure. I'll introduce you to some greens if you ever visit Canada. We're surrounded by greenery. If on my tnA 2, the second channel, I do a little tour of a little dispensary that's not far from where I live. Harper Lee says, why don't I drive? Well, I used to drive, and then once I moved to this, I live in Toronto, which is a big city of over 5 million, and I live downtown, so I ride a bike. There's no need for a car in this city. And then after I got to a certain age, I actually lost my license because I didn't renew it. And then I just never bothered getting it again. And then I haven't driven for so long, I decided that I wanted to continue to live my life this way because I'm one of those kind of a tree-hugging, earth-loving, animal activist-ish type. So my not driving is my contribution to the planet at this point. Cars are expensive, Melanie says. I don't need a car here. It's ridiculous. Parking in my city is probably more than rent in a lot of cities. And I set my life up to not have a car. My friends laugh at me because they said literally everything in my life is a 5-minute walk from my house, so there's my big car rant. I keep it to myself because I know that I'm in the very, very small minority, and most people drive and most people have cars. And if you don't live in a city like I do, I say you need a car. Like in the city where my mom lives, it's hard to get around. So I get it. And then the little city that I want to move to in Costa Rica, everybody gets around there on bicycle as well, and horses. So I will never need a car, which makes me happy. Okay, I think that's all the notes I wanted to talk about. Vlogmas, 1,000-pound collab. Oh, one quick note, that one thing I'm toying with, because, you know, we started memberships to try and help us do some things on the channel that is tough on YouTube, but it's still... Merc, Uncle Bucket says Mirth is a filthy damn hippie. I am. I'm a friggin' hippie, dippy, tree-hugging... I'm an enigma wrapped in a riddle, really. There's a lot going on here. Oh yeah, so memberships... I've been toying with the idea, I haven't made any decisions, I'm toying with the idea of canceling memberships to start a Patreon, because I think there's a lot more freedom on Patreon, and I could make some videos that I'd really like to make on this channel, like true crime narcissists, like, good gosh, I mean, I've done Paul Bernardo, but, you know... I would love to do Luca Magnotta. Like, there's so many really good criminal narcissists, but I can't do that on here. So, and it's hard. I don't feel like memberships are getting enough value here. I know that a lot of membership people don't give anything, but I feel like I'm just not, I feel like I'm dropping the ball on the content for the members lately. So for what it's worth, the second channel I'm ignoring right now for a little while. I'm gonna upload a couple of vlogs. I've got a bunch of footage for a vlog that I'm gonna do this week. But I know I think a lot of us here are true crime fans, and I am too, but man, you can't do anything on YouTube true crime. So I think I'm toying with that thought. But I don't know how canceling membership works. I think people get money back or whatever, but I want to do member lives on Sunday, so it might be a month or so. I don't know. I'm thinking. The wheels are turning. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. This beautiful, lovely, beautiful girl in Russia sent me 100 rubles. Thank you for your super chat, and I'm so sorry. I don't want to butcher your name, and I'm sure it's beautiful in Russian. I love Russian. You're so satisfying for me. Thank you. Waiting for more Amber videos. Hi from Russia. I gotta learn how to say hi in Russian now, and I will. I'm sure I know it. Back there. Christopher from Sweden, silly boy, you don't have to do that. Thank you for your super chat. Says thank you for all the lovely content. Well, you guys are so lovely. So on that note, that's my notes. Let's go look at Amber, shall we? Blessed with a perfect life. I'm so happy you're here. I hope you're feeling okay. Oh my god, I've been talking too much. Jesus. If anybody wants to timestamp this when the reactions start and all that, please knock yourself out. Because I probably should do that, but I don't. Uncle Bucket says, Merc, would you ever look for a sponsor for the true crime stuff you know will be demonetized? I should, and I should be putting together a media kit. And I just, honestly, I just feel like I'm lazy. Privyet. I feel like I'm lazy, but I feel like I've been really busy. I gotta get a media kit together and start knocking on some sponsor doors. Sponsored by Surfshark VPN. Well, if we get the cooking videos going, like HelloFresh is a sponsor on YouTube, right? That'd be a natural sponsorship. Blessed, thank you so much for the super chat. She's doing great. Oh, that's what I like to hear. I mean, I like to hear the truth. There was somebody that said something that I wanted to comment at. Reid. Oh, Harper Lee says, is my name really Merc? No, my name is not really Merc. A few years ago, there was a website called Blog TV. I think that Philip DeFranco might have started on Blog TV. Anna is from Russia. Thank you for the super chat, Anna. Says, you're so sweet. I just feel that I'm in a relationship with an abuser and you made me realize it. I just feel so thankful. Sorry for your English. No, sorry for my Russian. Your English is fantastic. And oh my gosh, if we helped you see something, I'm so happy for you. Get proper help though. Don't just listen to crazy Canadians on YouTube. I'm really glad we could help. Look how pretty Anna's profile picture is. I don't usually do that. Oh, you know you're at Merck's. So yeah, there was a website called Blog TV, and I was a website moderator there, and we all had our own names, and then our site was compromised, so one day we went in and the manager said she changed all our names, and she just named us after planets. So I was Maud Mercury, but they just started to call me Merc. So I'm Merc again. I was Merc before, I'm Merc again. Merc lives again. Those were loud, eh, those sirens? Alright, I've talked way too much. Drink every time you need siren. Not on this stream, you'll end up on the floor. Okay, let's go over here. What's going on? Where's the window? Where'd the window go? There she is. Sailor Mercury. I was a little old for all of that. Sophie, oops, we're truly in Toronto. You truly are in Toronto. Toronto. There was something big going on downtown. We went out after brunch and walked around. I filmed, you know, I gotta tell you, last week I filmed some really funny I went into Torrid and I filmed some footage for my vlog. And it was so funny because the clerk was talking to me while I was filming and I was in tears and I lost the footage. So I went back today and I filmed again in Torrid, but I didn't get the same conversation. So let me just tell you briefly before we get into this. We walk into the Torrid and I've got my camera and it was the place was empty and the clerk, you know, comes up and says hi and I said to her, I'm sorry, do you mind if I film in here? And she says, oh no, that's okay. And I said, I have a friend who only shops on Torrid online, and I thought it would be nice to take some footage for her to show her the store. And she says to me, well, where does your friend live? And I said, oh, she lives in Kentucky.
The girl says, well, you know, we have stores everywhere. I said, oh, I'm sure, but my friend doesn't get out much. I was dying. It was so funny, and I lost that footage, and I'm so mad. So I made Uncle Tim go back with me today, but we just filmed the store. We didn't get the hilarious footage, so I know. It was so perfect. I thought my friend in Kentucky, who doesn't get out much, wants to see the store. I'm sorry if that's mean, but oh my gosh. The worker was confused. Oh my gosh, now I'm crying. Oh, sorry. She kind of caught me like I didn't know what to say, so I said, I'm filming for my friend in Kentucky. Oh my good Lord. Sorry, I just made myself giggle too much. Hey Jack, how you doing? Oh, can you imagine if she would have said Amberlynn? I would have died. But I was in there today, and I have to say the clothes are a lot nicer than anything I've seen on Amber. I was totally surprised. But I think I found one of her dresses. Anyway, let's watch this. I'm sorry, that was really fun. Even remembering it was funny. Yes, I'm a disrespectful piece of shit. Yeah, they had beautiful clothes. I'm telling you, Amber gives Torrid a bad name because I thought it was all tacky polyester black with red flowers. And it's not. There's nice stuff, and there's stuff I'd wear in there. There's cute stuff in there. Props to Torrid. Alright, let's go. Confessing everything I've lied about. Are you ready for it? I'm not, because I don't have my headphones on. You thought you were going to get an echo. You're not going to get an echo. God, I'm getting the hang of this. Anna, thank you so much for the super chat, girl. You don't have to do that. Anna says, I'm laughing every stream. Love your chat and the way you laugh. You've saved me from a dark place. Wish you and the chat luck. Anna? Anna, I used to work for a Russian guy. He taught me how to drink shots of vodka. Give me an echo? I don't think I can. I don't know what's going on. Watch this. Boom. Watch this. I think I got it all going on. Look this. Oh, I can't hear anything. Did you hear her? I didn't hear her.
This video, let's be real. This video,
Echo.
let's be real. This video,
Echo.
let's be real.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I was so cocky. I'm still echoing all over the place. All right, you guys. Come on. Come on. Come on, Merc. For Christ's sake, get it together. It's been like 20 live streams. Somebody said echo on the bingo card. Uncle Bucket. Oh my god. At least I can fix it quickly now. We're we're learning. Remember I keep telling you that even through the peroxide poisoning, I'm learning? I know, it's kind of my trademark. I got it. At least I can fix it. Oh. So cocky. I was so sure I had it all right this time. All right, let's go. Sandra, no, I don't eat my own chocolate. I don't eat edibles. Malademna says, are you baked? Honestly, I'm always baked. No audio from Amber. Yeah, well, that would be because I have it muted. Because I'm baked. Anna says, can I ask, do you have any social media to talk to your... Anna, I have an Instagram, the Narc Alert. And on my profile on my YouTube, I have a Gmail, the.narc.alert@gmail.com. Yeah, I know. Here, now you can hear her. Watch.
Flash hurts,
right?
Sometimes. Unless you're a YouTuber who has a pretty decent...
Okay, I'm an idiot. We have a Discord server. And Christopher's going to throw that link up in the chat any minute now. Because... Mute her. Melodim says, no. Go back to muting her. He's changed his mind. Yeah, okay. We've got a Discord server, and that's the best place to chat. I'm in there probably way too much because I am a sad, sad woman, and I don't have very much of a life.
Decent following, and
let's watch this.
They get a lot of haters. I don't think you'd understand. Just imagine yourself like at school and you get bullied by everyone in class. It hurts. It does. And I feel like a lot of the time you need to protect yourself to prevent backlash. But no matter if I protect myself or if I don't, it's going to happen. And I feel like I need to kind of admit to some things that I have lied about. This is really hard. I'm not a liar. I was protecting...
If you have to make a whole video talking about all of the things that you've lied about, I think we can kind of shoehorn you into being called a liar. Just saying.
My feelings as much as I could. I know it's selfish of me to do. I'm putting myself online for a reason, to speak out and be like, this is me, this is who I am. And it's like, I still felt like there were certain things that I needed to kind of hide away. Trust me, there's a lot of things about me that you guys have no idea about. But it's like, if I bring something up or whatever, or you guys see something, like, I shouldn't lie. I guess maybe ignore the situation. I really don't know. I do have a list of things I want to talk about.
She's got a list.
So the first thing, she's
got a list of things that she wants to talk about that she lied about, but she's not a liar. Just to clarify.
You guys might not care about or whatever, but the reason why we moved to Kentucky, I said it's because Destiny wanted to be there for her mom. I said we wanted to take care of her. I think I might have said that in a vlog. I don't know why, but it's not the truth. We were just tired of Florida, honestly. I mean, mainly Destiny was... How do I word this without, like, saying too much, but, you know, you get my drift. Her mainly, she just felt kind of like it was time to move on from Florida. You know, some things were happening that she just wasn't happy about, and she wanted a new beginning. I have, you know, said that on my Snapchat quite a few times and things like that, but I just felt like it was easier for me to say, you know, oh, we just want to be there for her mom. I don't know. I don't know if you guys will consider that a lie or not, but it's something I've said that, you know, I wasn't 100% like truthful about. So, if you guys remember my aunt situation,
are we
this was
buffering?
a while ago, though. This was probably,
Are we
I don't know, it was
buffering?
months ago. Months, to be honest. When I uploaded a video about how my aunt doesn't talk to me anymore because I'm fat. I'm a little on edge about that. I ended up talking to her and my cousins regarding that video. I had no idea they were going to see it. I had
So the only reason she's admitting to this is because she got caught. Because no buffer? Okay, thank you, you guys. Do me a favor, can you just throw a 1 in the chat if it starts to buffer? Because I'm watching the chat more than I'm watching all the other crap, so. Because you guys are better than this other technical stuff. Yeah, so she made a big video about her aunt doesn't talk to her anymore because she's fat, and her aunt saw the video, so that's why she's admitting to it.
no idea my aunt even watched my YouTube anymore or anything, and they were greatly offended. But at the time, I was vulnerable and I was upset, and I really felt like blaming my weight on everything was just like the easiest way to go. It's hard. Like, I have a weight issue.
So it was just more comfortable for her to lie about it. So that's why she lied about it. Yeah, I thought it would be interesting to watch this now because she's so perfect right now. So I would be interested to see one of these videos in 6 months.
And I have, mental issues that cause, me to be bigger. You don't just get this big for no reason. It just doesn't work that way. Like, of course, you can get, overweight. That's normal. But to become so morbidly obese, there's something wrong. And I kind of wanted to ignore all that.
So she's even a special overweight person. Normal overweight. She's not normal overweight. She's got mental issues, so that's why she's special overweight.
Just be like, oh, my aunt doesn't talk to me because I'm fat. I just thought it would be easier. There's more to me than my weight when it comes to me and my aunt's, relationship.
It would be easier to lie and discredit your family member than be honest about why the relationship, or just not even address it.
I pushed her away because of just who I am and how I am as a person. And that's the truth. And it's really has anything to do with my weight. At the time, I felt like that. Sometimes I still do. I really don't know. I think I gave her a lot of excuses as to who I am. I fibbed to her a few times just so she would stay in my life. I know that sounds so fucking strange, but I don't know. That's really all I want to say regarding that is, no, my aunt, she didn't stop talking to me because I'm fat. She stopped talking to me because of the issues I brought upon her, I guess. And if she's watching this, I am so sorry, and I really I wish I could change who I am as a person.
Here we go.
Because I really want my aunt back. Like, it affects me. It really does. Sorry. Okay. The next thing is my weight. I wouldn't say I've lied to you guys per se about it, but I definitely have been like very into like telling you guys my weight. I'm fluctuating a lot currently with my weight. It's frustrating because I'll do really.
How many ways can you dance around saying I did lie about my weight? Like she still hasn't said it, but she's dancing all around it.
really good at something, and then I will
right,
mess
those
up.
tears
I'll
left
do
really
good at
fast.
something, and then I'll mess up. This used to happen to me a lot, where I would lose like 4 pounds and then gain it back. But now, currently, it's to the point where I gain I lose about 15, 20 pounds, and then I gain it back, and that's.
Was that a Freudian slip there? I lose.
really bad for
This
me.
is classic,
And
classic
I
Amber.
haven't really been 100% honest about that, because whenever someone asks me, you know, oh, she's gaining weight or whatever, I always just say I'm losing.
Sibel says, per se, Latin Lynn. That's one of my pet peeves, is when she says per se, or as you will, or such as. These little filler words that she thinks makes her sound intelligent. Bug me.
I don't know. I don't need the backlash at all. I don't want it. I just feel like it's so much safer to just say what people want to hear and what I feel like people will not hate me for. I don't know how to explain it, but I can 110% say I've never been 500 pounds. I know a lot of people are saying, you know, oh, she's 500 pounds,
well.
she's about to be 650 pounds. Like, this has never happened. My highest weight is 485, and right now, today, I weighed 476, I think it was. And currently, right now, I am losing weight. Like, I'm not gaining. I promise you that. I have been weighing myself practically every day. I skip a few days here and there. And the scale.
So now she's trying, she would be happy to be this weight today, right? This Dark Rose says, this aged like creamer. Who knew this? Brianna Nixon says, who knew this would be so relevant to today's era? I had a funny feeling she's admitting to so much here, but oh my gosh. She's not really. Like, she's only admitting to things that she was caught for. And then what she's doing in this video really is rationalizing to us why her lying was justified.
Scale is going down, and I'm in fear it's going to go back up again, because my mind always wins. Losing weight is mind over matter, and that's just how it's always been. And I feel like my mind is so strong with some things, but I feel like my weight is just like, ugh. Anyways,
what is her mind
the
strong
next thing
with?
is
Exactly.
about my girlfriend Destiny's weight gain, and if she's actually gained weight. Ugh. I told you guys that Destiny has not gained weight since she's been with me. I've said that at least.
Can I just say, at least she doesn't do, she doesn't seem to do that every second sentence anymore, because this is rather annoying. Now that's all I'm going to see is her going, all the time.
At least 100 times. But she has gained weight since she's been with me. I do want to say, before she met me, she gained weight from birth control. A lot of people are like, why'd she take birth control, blah blah blah, and I'm like, it's not really your business. Like, I don't want to say. A lot of people are confused because they're like, she's a lesbian, why does she need birth control? There is other reasons why people need birth control, and I just don't really want to say that.
Then just don't
Destiny
say
did give
it.
me permission to talk about her weight and just explain to you guys that I have been trying to protect her feelings. When I moved in with her, or we like moved in together in our apartment, she weighed.
Honestly, I thought this was Becky era. This is Destiny era. Anna, thank you again. Anna says, I'd love to know, how did you find out about Amber? Maybe did you tell it, but I didn't hear, so why do you think you started to watching her, and why do you continue? My man said, I'm sick, I watched somebody die online. Yeah, okay. You're not sick for watching Amberlynn Reid. There's a lot of people. There's a whole genre of things called reality television that a lot of the world watches because we're humans and we're imperfectly perfect. And it's, I don't know. I don't know how I found her. I have a feeling Zachary Michael might have been my first Amberlynn video. I never watched her. I only ever watched reaction channels. And her narcissistic behavior mirrors that of my personal narcissist so closely that I found her fascinating and I couldn't stop watching. And it's actually, you know, for people that are accused of being mean and haters and judgmental, it's a really, really nice community of people I've found that watch Kicking Geese, and now the people that watch me and join our Discord, because it's really a nice place to hang out. It's chill and fun and funny, and there's no drama and there's no bullshit in there. So yeah. So yeah, it's just a community online like anybody else. Like, you know, guys watch sports. They go to the bar with their friends and they all get together and watch the game. It's the same thing. It's our game. She's not dying online. She's losing weight. Come on. We're cheering for her. We're her champions.
181 pounds, and as of today she weighs 206. So she's gained about 25 pounds. On her body structure, of course, that's really horrible, and I feel really bad, and I blame myself so much. I do. She's never been a healthy eater, though, I will say that, but I feel like it's only gotten a little worse since she's been with me, and I feel horrible about it. Like, I don't want to go into any more with that. I just feel freaking horrible, and I want her to lose weight more than I want myself to lose weight, because I care about her and love her more than I love myself.
Oh my god.
And when I see her eat something that's bad for her,
tears on, tears off, tears on, tears off. Let's cry now.
it breaks my heart because she doesn't understand nutrition like I do, and I don't, like, who's gonna listen to me? Look at me, you know, that's just how it goes. I did not want this video to be like this, but I should have known. Okay, so something else I've lied about is the job I had in Florida. I told you guys that I was a PCA worker at a assisted living facility, full-time, and I wasn't. I was a PCA worker at assisted living facility, but I was not full-time. I worked 4 hours. It started off 4 hours a day for 3 days, and then I got 4 hours a day for 4 days, and then I got 4 hours a day for 5 days. And then eventually I was 4 hours a day for 6 days, and then I started covering a lot of other just...
So this is the job, right, where she used to tell us that she'd work 12 hours a day. And this is also the job where we've seen, like Juicy and DeSkull says, we saw lots of footage because she filmed all over that facility. I've worked in AIDS hospitals, and I've worked in hospice care, and I can't, like, if that was one of my volunteers, I would tell her to just, I can't imagine. We'd find her the easiest, most menial thing that she could do, sitting in a corner. Like, she would be no help. She would be no help. She's lazy. It's not about her size. It's about, I saw her work ethic. She's lazy. She filmed residents. It was outlandish, the things that she did in that place. Just to be with her girlfriend all day, because she didn't want to be alone. And I've seen footage of her waiting in the empty apartment. Have you seen that? Waiting for Destiny to come home from work. And she's like dancing at the door like a little kid waiting for mommy to come home. It's just, ugh.
Random shifts, like 8-hour shifts, and I did a 16-hour shift one time.
No.
I was...
Sophie says, isn't it illegal to film in those places? If that was my family member in there, I'd want her fired. Exactly. Exactly. Like, I didn't see any... Yeah, she filmed while a lady was taking a shower. I put that in one of my videos. I mean, she didn't show close-ups of anybody's faces, but there was one clip where they were sitting in the office, and Noni or Momo, one of the residents, came by, and they're having a conversation. She's not showing her, but she's filming the conversation. And she was pretty dismissive with that lady, too. Like, I just found her condescending with that resident. Anyway, I just... if you're going to work in a special care kind of facility, you better take special care of those people.
Part-time. I was always on call, but I was part-time. I lied to you guys and said I was a full-time because I felt so guilty about my life in Florida. I mean, my life in Virginia. Sorry, I've lived so many places I don't even know anywhere. Okay. I felt so guilty about my life in Virginia. I lived with my ex-girlfriend for almost 4 years without a job, and I lived off of her parents, and I got a lot of beef because of that online, and a lot of people didn't understand why I didn't have a job at the time, and this and that. So I wanted you guys to be proud of me, and I didn't want you guys to think I was some helpless person. And
No, she wanted us to think that she won because she's so much better than everybody. Yeah, I don't know. It's not, she didn't want us to be proud of her.
I thought by saying I had a full-time job that it would make me seem like some freaking awesome person, and really it didn't.
No, because you lied. She just said it right there because it made her seem like an awesome person. She wanted to be able to come on YouTube and tell everybody how hard she works in a special care facility looking after these aging residents, because those are the kind of jobs that people really get props for doing. But you have to actually do the job and care about the job to get those props. It just offends me. That offends me. I don't care if you want to sit in the office and go hide in the bathroom. I don't care about that. This job, that pissed me off the way she was with those people.
I don't know why I lied about that. Besides the point is I just needed...
You're a liar. That's
almost
why.
needed confirmation from other people that I was capable to be in this world. Because sometimes I just felt like...
Oh my God. The pity train.
Why do I live off of everybody? Why can't I just support myself? I did not want to live off of Destiny. And when I was living in Florida at the beginning, I did not make enough money on YouTube. I lied about that. I did not make enough money on YouTube to support us at all. Now I will say YouTube income is incredible, and I'm so grateful for you guys because it really helps. It doesn't just help me, but it helps Destiny, and it helps her mom when she needs something. And
oh, bullshit.
I want to be that person. I'm so tired of just living off other people. I got so used to it being a foster care kid, like, because I was in foster care for so many years of my life, and I lived with so many families and group homes and children's shelters that I was so used to just relying on other people, and I didn't want to do that.
Now, I'm just going to make an assumption here, and this is just a presumption. It's just my opinion. But is this kind of like a big lie within? This is kind of like a lie within an excuse about another lie. Because she here says, because she's been in so many foster homes, group homes, etc. So many. I don't think that's true. I think she was only in a couple of foster homes, and they took pretty good care of her, I think, except for locking the fridge, which is actually taking good care of her.
In Florida, and I had a moth on my
Lieception.
head. That's cute. Just then,
Dark
if you guys
roast.
rewind and go look at that.
It's,
I wanted to
it's lie-inception. Lie-inception.
change when I moved to Florida, and you know, I knew the only job I could possibly get was working with Destiny, because not a lot of people want an obese girl. They don't. And I'm very grateful for, you know, I have a job here. I haven't yet started because they haven't yet contacted me yet, which is a bunch of BS. If you ask me, this is a big process. And like, YouTube is a job right now. It's reliable income, and it's a lot of income, and I'm appreciating it so much. Like, I don't even need a job outside of YouTube, but I feel like because of all those years that I didn't have a job while living in Virginia, that I need a job. I need to pay back. I need to, it's like a whole thing, but I just wanted you guys to know. Anyways.
You know, when I worked for a long time, I worked at a community center feeding the homeless, and most of our kitchen was full of volunteers. And I had a volunteer who used to come in once a week, and she was overweight. She was morbidly obese, not Amber size, but she was big. She was in a scooter, and she had one leg and one arm. And she would drive her scooter through the flippin' snow to come and volunteer in the kitchen to feed other homeless people. So Amber, don't tell me that you couldn't get a goddamn job. Ugh.
Something else I've lied about is my blood pressure. On several occasions, I have said I don't have diabetes, I don't have high blood pressure, I don't have high cholesterol, I don't have this or that, whatever. All of that is true, besides the blood pressure. I don't have high blood pressure, but
That lady was amazing. Can I tell you? That lady had a partner. When I first met them, he had one leg and she had one arm. So they used to joke that together they made a perfect couple. And then he passed away. Oh, it was so sad. It was really sad. He passed away. And then her diabetes got worse and she lost the other limb. But she was a really amazing, I'm telling you, you meet a lot of amazing people. There's a lot of amazing people on the street. They got their issues, but there's a lot of kind people. There's a lot of assholes too, but
I have borderline high blood pressure, where it's like semi-high. It's not high enough for me to take a pill, but it is there. And it's a little scary, let's be real.
This blood pressure thing, now a few years, I don't know when, and I couldn't spend 10,000 hours researching it, but I recall there was one time when she went to one doctor and she said, I always talk about my blood pressure. It's borderline high, but it's never been a problem and I never need medication. But finally this time, the doctors prescribed me some meds and she's never mentioned it again and she never got that medication. It's just, my mother has high blood pressure, so I've lived with that in my family our whole life. So that really struck me that she finally got prescribed the meds and she never mentioned it again. That had to be a year ago, at least, before cancer.
I just want to be a healthy person. Like, this video is so raw, you guys. Fuck me. Like, damn. Excuse my language if you're young. Okay. I wanted people to think I was healthy, even though I have unhealthy written all over me. Like, this is not good. People think I'm promoting obesity, and I'm not.
Renee says
I'm just trying to promote,
you remember
like,
that,
love
right?
yourself no matter what, while you're trying to better yourself. But it's like, don't be this person. Like, it's not good. And I know I have high blood pressure because my eating habits and because I'm morbidly obese, and I haven't been tested for diabetes or, cholesterol or whatever in a while. So I don't know. But I can safely say that, like, if I eat a lot of sugar or whatever, like, I don't feel any differently. So I want to assume I don't have to.
Can I say that kind of ticks me off because I'm about 25 pounds overweight. And now I haven't had it checked in a couple years, so I shouldn't talk. But I'm always hovering borderline pre-diabetic. Not diabetic, but pre-diabetic. Borderline. Jack's out there posting links like mad. Thank you, Jack, so much. So I'm always worried about being pre-diabetic, and I'm 25 flipping pounds overweight, and I eat fairly healthily. I don't eat too much junk. I mean, I eat some. And this one isn't even pre-diabetic. There is no equity in the world sometimes, you guys, I tell you.
I'm just purely assuming, you guys. I really don't know, and that's what scares me. I currently don't have a doctor right now. I'm trying to get on an insurance plan, and it's just not working. I don't understand why. This also happened in Virginia.
Thank you, Winston. That makes sense.
Like, I don't even know. So I'm trying to figure everything out, and
yeah, genetics. There's no diabetics in my family at all.
I should have been treating it from the beginning, and sometimes my mind just it overpowers me, and I don't know how. Like, it takes control of my whole body, toes to my head. I don't get it.
Oh, they do match, don't they?
Okay, so this last one kind of goes hand in hand.
So
why I don't vlog as much versus why do I ride a scooter in Walmart, and why do I sit in the car when Destiny goes in the store a lot? It's because I can't breathe. No.
Yes. Yes.
I've gotten to the point in my life, and since I've gained so much weight, everything is hard.
Oh, here we go.
People ask if showering is hard. Yes. People ask if I can wear a seatbelt. No, they don't fit me.
She's less weight here than she is now. And she's admitting here that showering is hard. Now lately, she's been telling us she's just the queen of the shower. She's in there singing and dancing and spinning and twirling.
People ask if going up the stairs is hard. Yes. People ask, why do I ride a freaking Walmart cart not only is in my foot, that is the 100% truth. I do have either a heel spur or a plantar, whatever. I have not gone to a doctor for it, but it's also because I get so winded so fast, and it's because of my weight. And God, I would do anything to be able to vlog how I want to, but I feel like the only reason why, I mean, what am I trying to say? I feel like the only time I vlog is when I'm sitting or when I have air, like even just sitting here, like sometimes I feel like I'm out of breath, and it's because of my weight, and I know you guys see it too, and like there's times where I'm like,
I just gotta say again, I'm finding this fascinating because all the things that she's admitting to here, she weighs a little bit less in this video than she does present day. So how does, 5 years time and an extra 30 pounds, how is she any better abled now than she would be then? If I was Zach, I would pull out the calculator and say shit doesn't add up.
Where I am in the store, like I do go in the store, like I don't just not. There are times where I'm in there and I want to show you guys something cool, but I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to talk because I can barely breathe because I'm standing and walking, and it's really embarrassing, and
it's sad.
I used to not be that person, and moving to Florida really messed with me. It really truly did. It
she
made
can
me
climb 17 flights of stairs.
so much worse off physically because I let myself go. I stopped caring. I met Destiny, and she was very set in her weight, and she didn't understand like how to lose weight or anything, and so like I kind of got in that groove where I didn't care either because she accepted me and she loved me, and I regret it. I fucked up. Look at me, a fuck up. That's really all I can say.
Whoopsie. Little mistake. Whoopsie.
I think that's it for now.
Yeah, Destiny's fault.
I hope you guys appreciate this video. I feel like so many people are going to be yelling and mad, and the comments are going to be harsh, and I don't think I'm going to be able to read the comments. I really don't. So this video, I might not read them, but if you guys watch this straight through, I appreciate it so much. This took so much nerve. I can't even explain how much nerve this took, but I appreciate you guys watching this, and I really hope you guys don't hate me. I'm a human. I make mistakes. I'm not perfect, and I was just trying to protect myself, and while doing so, I not only hurt me, but I probably hurt you guys. So,
no.
But I still hope you guys enjoyed this video for what it's
Didn't hurt me at all.
worth, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
Okay. There we have it. Wasn't that an interesting little insight into... All it was a bunch of rationalizations for why she lied. She was just rationalizing and justifying why it was okay for her to lie in the position she lied in. Hope says, let's read the comments a bit and catch up, see what's going on over here. Christopher says she doesn't understand nutrition like she does. It's true. Sophie says she's so humble. Megan B says, at Winston, it's good to hear about your aunt, and I missed that, so whatever it is, I'm happy that there's something good happening with your aunt. So brave to lie, more lies over old lies, says Mella Peace. Yeah, she's just too much. So raw, you guys. You know what? This smells like lavender. So it's a very satisfying, squishy toy for me to be playing with. I just hope it's not noisy. Somebody asked if we can do another react. Hope French asked if we can do another. Hope, I thought maybe we would step away from Amber and go back and look at one of those Canadian versus American things. Do you guys want to look at that? I have one queued up that is American reacts to Canadian stereotypes. I thought that might be cute. Yes, my sloth, Melanie Moomison says, is your sloth a warmie? It is. Apparently you can put him in the microwave and heat him up. He's made by Bitten, and he smells like lavender, and he's lovely. I'm not normally a big lavender fan, but I've been really enjoying this through this whole reaction. I'm just like, ooh, give me more of that nice smell. Not a wormy, a warmy. Sophie had terrible cramps today. You need a little sloth to hold on your crampy areas. Anna, thank you. She says, in Russia we have almost the same person. His name is Vlad Savlev. He's in denial and he lies. Yeah, they're everywhere, aren't they? Somebody sent me there's a guy in Germany, and I can't recall his name right now, but he's a prize too. But unfortunately, all his videos are straight German, so it wouldn't work very well for our largely English. By the way, Anna, your English is very good. Don't ever apologize for your English. You know, I love this expression. Somebody said, never make fun of somebody with an accent, because all that means is they probably speak more languages than you do. I love that. What a different way to look at it. Megan says, Megan had in-laws bring some Canadian craft dinner and they did a taste test. The kids liked the craft dinner from Canada. My husband and I thought it was gross. Well, it's generally gross. You know, it's kid food, right? You have to try we have a grocery store called Loblaws. In some places they call it Zehrs. And they have a house brand called President's Choice. You'll see and No Name. You see it in my cooking videos. And they make a white cheddar mac and cheese in the box. And for me, it's way better than the original KD. So that's a really good. Tim's got to run. Thank you so much. We'll see you in Justine's stream on Monday, Tim. Have a great rest of your weekend. Sophie says, is that the same as Provigo? I don't know what Provigo is. Megan says they brought a bunch of Canadian goodies. You didn't like the ketchup chip. I'm not a big ketchup chip fan either. The ones I do like, though, are the ones that I get from Canadian Tire, and they're maple bacon, and that's good. That's way better than ketchup chips, in my opinion. Renee says Walmart has a smoked Gouda mac and cheese. That's chef's yummy. That sounds good. Provigo is in Quebec. Okay. What is Provigo, you guys? I feel like I should know that. It sounds like a food term that I should know. Oh, it's a store. Oh, it's a store. Okay. Right. Annie's mac and cheese is good. I've never tried that. Oh, it's the Quebec version of Loblaws. Because President's Choice. Oh, okay, oui. C'est bon. Let's watch this little cute as can be, because, you know, I know somebody told me they were binging all these guys' videos after I introduced them, which I love, but I hope you all haven't binged every one of them, because I thought this might be a cute one to watch. Sorry, I'm distracted by the chat, because you guys are cool. Jack is asking Sarah Anonymous where they are from. Because we have, like, such an international chat. You know, for you know, like H3 gets 12 billion people in their chat. Of course, they're going to get everybody from everywhere. But we have you know, for a small group, we're so international. I just love that. I learn from you guys from different places. I think it's awesome. What is the Craigslist rape fantasy bookmark? You know what that is? I was hoping I could do that for a creepy, sleepy story. That's probably... All these were for creepy stories. That looks really bad. It's It was just a true crime story I thought I could read for the story time, but I wasn't sure if I could get away with it. Oh my god, you guys have been wondering about that? Just ask me. It's never going to be as bad as what you make up in your head, I guarantee you. These are all story time things. This I've showed you before. This is Dark Roast's. Dark Roast is in here. She's one of our mods. This is her website. And this True Horror Stories from Reddit. No, from Wattpad. And this was another true crime story about Dylan Roof that I was hoping to do. And 6 murderers who embody narcissism. So that's what those bookmarks are. So you don't think I'm some kind of complete freak weirdo. I mean, a little weirdo is okay, but not complete freak weirdo. We have to draw the line somewhere. Yeah, darkroast.wtf, which is such a great domain name as well. Great stories. Go in there and give her a read. Dark Roast says, I don't mind if you're a freak weirdo. Thanks, Dark Roast. I used to be, but, you know, I've aged out a little bit. Let's have a look-see. Let's watch Joseph de Benedictus. Yeah, WTF is a fantastic extension. Girl. How does nobody else have that? It's so good. Megan, it's been snowing all day. Where's Megan? There was a little bit of flakes here yesterday, but in the city we engage a protective weather dome over downtown Toronto, so we don't get a whole lot of weather here. So we haven't had any real snow yet. Uncle Bucket says, I wasn't going to judge your kinks. I just worried you were going to accidentally out yourself. I appreciate you watching out for me because I swear to God, one of these days I'm going to dox myself. But I've tried to be very careful with this browser view, so. Christopher had snow in Sweden. Snowing in Ireland. Ooh, snowing all over the place. 30 minutes of snow and then the rain washed it away, says Sarah Anonymous. That's what it was like yesterday here. Anna says, thank you, Anna, again. Anna says, I'm glad my English is not bad. Can I ask how these abusive relations like Foodie Beauties? I see a lot of myself in their stories. That's a really big question. Anna, join the Discord. We all can chat some more in there, but we get a little bit. We chat about people. We've got areas in that Discord, like we've got one thread called Venting, and people talk about problems and stuff in there a lot. And it's a really supportive community. Myself, I'm in there and Kicking Geese, and everybody offers advice. It's nice. Like Dark Rose says, join us, Anna. We're nice in there. And Christopher is from Sweden, and there seems to be a good section of Swedish people in the Discord. Yes, it's free. Of course it's free. So, we can't let the Swedes win. We need some more Russians. How do you join the Discord? Well, I would suspect that Jack or Christopher will throw a link up there right now, and you just click on it, and if you don't have it downloaded to your computer or your phone, you just download it. It's free. And it's just like kind of like an old school chat room where there's a bunch of different topics and people chat, and we post pictures of our pets, and you get advance notice of videos from Kicking Geese and myself. And it's just kind of a chill place to hang out. It's not actually a Squid Game, says Dark Roast. Alright, you guys, let's watch this because it's, you know what, it's 6:30. We've been on a long time. Well, not a long time, an hour, right? No, 5. And early. 2 minutes early. I want to watch this, but I'm really hungry. And you know I'm going to need to have a cigarette. A Canadian cigarette. Kicking... okay, but come on. Quilty Befevered says Kicking Geese is a great username. Okay, Quilty Befevered is a great username too. Come on. Quilty Befevered. Get out of here with that. Oh my goodness. All right, so American reacts to Canadian stereotypes. Are they true?
Is it true that every single Canadian, no matter where they are, has Tim Hortons in their hand?
How dare you? Oh. No. Hello, welcome to a very special episode of the vlog. I am Joseph in Canada. I am going to a secret new location. But hold on a second.
Maybe she fell asleep. I don't know.
Hi, can I get a coffee with milk and sugar? All right, back to it. On my way to meet Jason in a secret location. Well, he's not going to be there. He'll be there virtually, but I just need a change of scenery. I can't wait. Let's get to the location and call up Jason.
I know exactly where they are. I've been there on my bike many times myself.
I made it. Hello? So, how are you?
Good. I'm Jason,
Oops.
the American,
Sorry,
at
guys.
home or at my parents' home in Niagara Falls, New York. If I jumped in the water and just hung out there for a while, I'd go over the falls.
Okay, well, stay there then. Don't...
I don't know where to go.
Hey, we're gonna have Jason, the
Oh, no,
American,
here.
react to Canadian stereotypes. And as well, I'm gonna
I don't know where
react
to
to
go.
American stereotypes. And we're both gonna have a chance to defend ourselves or just admit it's true. And I hope you in the comments can tell us
I'm gonna
your
go over here.
experience with some of these stereotypes, if they're true or if they're false. And one thing we're gonna do is we're gonna look at Jim Gaffigan's stand-up about Canada. So he was just making fun
Oh,
of
this
Canadians
is
in a
funny.
loving way. And I thought it was amazing. I think there's a few topics we have here that we should see what he says about them. Here's what we're gonna do. Whoever has the most stereotypes that hold up is actually gonna be the loser. Why don't you go first? Why don't you ask me something that you think is stereotypical? Go ahead.
Is it true that every single Canadian, no matter where they are, has Tim Hortons in their hand?
How dare you? Oh. No, that was a fluke.
You made a whole bit for it with a separate cup? You thought this through.
Fine, all right, you're not wrong. Yes, we have a lot of Tim Hortons and we enjoy it, and it's not even that great.
Does it?
Mediocre at best.
Mediocre at best.
So familiar.
But we love it.
Completely unrelated news.
Right, you got Tim Hortons in your hand too. So this is this is the interesting part about where you live. You're in Buffalo, New York. Buffalo is a border city. Buffalo has a lot of Tim Hortons.
They have Tim
I've
Hortons
said it's
there.
right. It's more Canadian than some Canadian towns.
Yeah, I could see that.
Timmy's, you love hockey.
Without free healthcare.
Sorry about that. But yeah, it's a great Canadian drink. I mean, they got the leaf right on it. What does yours say? Does yours have a...
Christopher Willander says this channel is great. Reminds me a bit of Yes Theory. I love Yes Theory so much. I was thinking about doing one of their videos as a palate cleanser today. Maybe we'll do that next time. I love Yes Theory. Anyway.
saying? Ours just says always fresh. Yours says Canada's favorite
Canada's
coffee with the
favorite.
favorite spelt wrong. How ironic
Favorite.
is that?
Oh, they
That's
spell.
spelled.
No, you spelled it wrong.
They
Even though
spelled
you're talking
American.
about Canada, and in that sentence you spell the wrong Canadian version of a word.
I don't think we did it. I'm guessing
Yeah,
you
the
did
American
it to make
Tim
us feel
Hortons
more
did it.
comfortable. They probably had a whole meeting about this. I
There was a
imagine at
meeting.
the boardroom table, they're just like, you know, we're giving it to the Americans, so we really need to make
Spell
them
it
feel
with
like
the
we're
American
welcoming.
spelling.
There was a
Yeah.
whole Tim Hortons meeting about a U.
No French
Are
on it
Americans
either,
loud,
yeah.
Kind of obnoxious. Because you're not, I don't think.
No. Most people I know aren't. The ones that are loud and obnoxious. Obviously, you can hear them. There's fewer of them, I think, than people.
Why is that a
Probably
stereotype of the U.S. then? You know of that stereotype?
I do. I've heard that many times. You know, even just traveling and here comes the loud, arrogant American.
Why is that?
I think it's cultural, right? I don't know. I feel like there's certain things we do that maybe seem more aggressive? I mean, you've worked here, you've lived here. Do you think?
No, it's so not true, especially in Buffalo. Like, everyone in Buffalo is like some of the best people I've ever met, and not at all loud or obnoxious.
Think about the internet. Like, when someone leaves a negative comment, that seems to ring loudest, and so that's what
Exactly.
people resonate with the most.
Sorry, I just got a comment here on this thing going on in the chat because, where did it go? Who asked why we put you in favorite? And Honey Fungus, who lives in the UK, said, because it's the correct spelling, Hope. Because we originated the language.
So there's always going to be someone that is loud.
We put yous in favorite, we put you in color. I'm not sure what else. Those two come to mind as the most common ones.
And
Exactly.
obnoxious, and they're going to be the ones who are like, there probably are more loud and obnoxious people here.
You have a lot of people, way more, and that's one of the big things I've really realized. You have
Neighbor.
so many more people than in Canada, that you just have more of those people, even though, you know,
Yeah,
maybe the percentage is the same in the country, but you just have more people overall, you're going to be louder.
I feel like there's also some sort of patriotism attached to that too.
Yes, that's my next question.
Oh, okay.
This is interesting.
Are you overly patriotic?
I think it's split. It almost becomes political in some way at that point. But yeah, I'd say most people are pretty proud.
We are patriotic and love to bolster when we can, because we're like the little guy underneath or above US being like, look, we have a country too.
We're here too.
So like anytime we
We're
have a
up
chance
here.
to like puff our chest out, we like that. But I don't think we're overly like in your face about thinking we're like the best or
Yeah.
Or-
So let me put it this: do you guys have like a chant that, like, when you think of Canada, you're like,
No.
like USA, it's like USA, USA.
do
like
not.
we
We
don't
have,
have a
like you've
chant.
heard that.
Oh, see,
I'm sure.
that's such a great point. No, we don't. I don't
We
think.
don't do
Not really. No. Yeah,
No.
USA, USA. That's so true. So true.
It's a thing. You're like if it was like CAN, like CAN.
Yeah, right. Nobody's ever said that.
Nobody's ever said that.
Let me ask you this: why do you have so many flags in your country?
Oh, don't do that. No.
Okay, this is really interesting, okay, because a few years ago when I was in Costa Rica, I was sitting talking to this couple, and this really, I'm sorry, but this stereotypical, loud, obnoxious, ugly American traveling guy came. You know, he had a George Washington t-shirt and a Stars and Stripe fanny pack, okay? This guy looked like something out of a reality TV show. And I was wearing my Canada flag t-shirt. And he got right up in my face, and this guy was so rude. The first thing he said to me, oh, you Canadians, is you think you have free health care? You pay for that with your taxes! That was the first thing this guy said to me on the beach in Costa Rica, so I was like, okay, I already know where this guy's coming from. And then later on he said something about, all you Canadians, all you do is wave your goddamn flag around all the time. It's obnoxious how much you do that. And I thought, isn't that funny? Because as Canadians, we tend to think of Americans as being big flag wavers, right? So then I watched this show, and they're going to talk about this in a minute. And since they talked about this, I've been noticing, and you know what? We are way more guilty of putting our flag on things than you guys are, and who knew? But what? It's interesting.
This is yes. You answer this question, because everyone has a flag in their front lawn or on their house.
That
everywhere.
is only half true. You don't have flags hanging
No.
from your houses?
No.
I don't believe
And
you.
that too.
You don't buy
Like-
a house that's like, they
Get
don't
it all.
build houses with like, here's where your flagpole goes.
Let me ask you this then: why did I once in Buffalo went down the street and there was like every house had the same exact flag?
Someone probably made a really good sales call.
And this is what you've said to me before, where you were like, why do you guys have your flag everywhere? I'm like, what? You said it to me. I'm like, no, that's you. I was so like taken
And
aback
it's true.
when you said it, because we think about this towards the Americans.
We're
But not
worse.
just like hanging a flag. You put your symbol on
Yeah,
everything.
we do. It's on
including
everything.
You know
the
why?
flag.
Because it goes back to us being like, we just want to, please.
But
Yes.
I'm saying, like,
We're
it's
so
everywhere.
insecure, we
This
want
is
to be
what we have to do. We're gonna go
recognized.
just drive down some streets in your area or whatever, and I'm gonna go drive down some streets. Just look for flags, either on houses, on buildings, in front of buildings, and we're gonna just count, just a general random count wherever you are,
Okay.
and we'll report back.
My eyes were opened wide to this is funny.
One Canada flag, St. Lawrence Market. Oh, that's 2 flags. I saw 2 flags. No flags there except for in the Blue Jays logo.
He's in Toronto.
Actually, the Jays are playing in the United States right now and moving to Buffalo. So Jason
See if he
now
drives
has
by my
more
house.
Canadian baseball teams than Canada. All right, round 2, looking for flags in residential areas. Oh,
okay, now
there's
it's not-
one. Oh, but they got an England flag too. That doesn't count. That's a brand name.
Toronto.
Oh, both. There's both. They cancel each other out.
You
That's
have a
0.
U.S. flag too.
There was a Germany flag there too. American, Canadian, and Italian. There's both again. American and Canadian. Oh, what is happening?
Yeah,
One
sure,
flag.
Dark I'll just
One flag on a house.
I'll drop
On
the
that
address
drive,
in the
I saw about
pinned comment.
9 Canada flags and 3 American flags. Jason, how many did you see?
Okay, I'll go look for some flags. But before that, I gotta show you. So this is our new team. Not sure if you heard of them. It's the US Jays. Used to be the
Blue
Toronto
Jays.
Blue Jays, but now they're in Buffalo. Although we kept the maple leaf on there for you.
I don't think he
just,
lives in
an
Toronto, but
homage
he
to the
was in
past.
Toronto.
Go US Jays. Let's go find some flags.
I
I'm
have
just
a
gonna go
feeling
around
he
my
lives in
neighborhood.
Hamilton, but I'm
Oh,
not sure.
One already. There's one right off the bat. 2. There's 2. 3. Oh, 4. There we go. 5. I think we're in flag country. 6. 7. I'm on my 3rd street and I'm already at 7 flags. 8. Oh boy. I don't know if you can see that one. There's 9 plus a Bills flag. Go Bills. 10. We're at 10 and I haven't even left my neighborhood. 11. 12, 13, 14, 15. That counts
Whoa.
as 1, right? Oh no. That was a lot in one's lawn. I'm starting to lose count, I think. 13.
Blue Jays
Oh,
didn't move to
man.
Buffalo.
I don't know. I don't think we're as patriotic as
He
he
was
thinks
kidding.
we are, though. 14, oh, 15, 16. There's one there. Another one. There's one. Plus the New York flag. So how long did you drive for? Because I feel like I've only been driving for like maybe 3 minutes and I've seen almost 20 flags. But you guys put it on this thing. That leaf is everywhere. But I'll concede. I'll concede on the flag thing, that's for sure. It's been 6 minutes.
Thank you. So, okay, as for putting stuff on products or just the maple leaf on
We
things,
put it on
helps
everything,
the
but
sale
you guys
of
fly
your
the
item
flag at home more than
within
we
the
do.
country. Because if we didn't do that, nobody would know, and half of the stuff is probably brought in from another country normally. Maybe it is we're just each immune to our own country's flag. Like,
You also have to understand that we are so overrun with American, U.S. culture that we even have things. We've got a thing called the CRTC, and on our TV stations and our radio stations, they have to play a certain percentage of 100% Canadian music in order to keep their licenses. Because if not, they might just end up playing all American stuff, media-wise. So I think that's why we throw that maple leaf on everything, is because a lot of Canadians want to buy Canadian stuff and support Canada, and because we're so amalgamated sometimes, product-wise, consumer-wise, I think that might be why.
like not really realizing like it's everywhere
Yeah.
until somebody else points it out. Just like, you know, hey, you say a lot.
Yeah.
Until somebody points it out, you don't really think about it.
That's true.
And because of my living in Buffalo, I'm so self-conscious of the way I speak now more than I've ever been in my life, because I'm the outsider and I can hear everything that I'm saying that sounds Canadian.
Okay, but at least for my perspective, it comes from a complete place of love. We absolutely love hearing when you talk with your
Really?
Canadian accent. I do. It's awesome.
Do I have a Canadian accent right now?
No.
There's very subtle undertones of like, I could tell. You definitely don't have a thick, the letter Kenny draw.
Yeah, I don't have the letter Kenny draw.
He sounds like he's from the East Coast to me a little bit.
I've never
little
actually
tiny
been
bit.
in one. What is Canadian Tire? I always just assume it's like a place you get your car fixed,
Canadian
or
Tire.
they change your tires.
It can be. It's like a Walmart with a service center for your car.
Oh, so it's a Canadian
I feel
Walmart.
like it's like, I guess so, but it feels more
We don't
Canadian.
say a
So that
boot.
they can handle your car, they can take care of your taxes, and you can get a bag of milk.
Sorry, you cannot get groceries.
No
I
groceries?
don't think, no groceries. That's
okay.
the only thing it doesn't have. It's,
You can
it's
get
like
potato
an old
chips,
school
though.
Walmart.
Oh, so it's
You
more
can
like a
Get
like a-
snacks.
department store.
It's hard to describe, man.
It's its own
Canadian
You gotta
thing.
experience
Tire.
it for yourself when the borders are open. I gotta bring you That's American reacts to Canadian Tire. That's the
Henry
next
says
episode.
I kind of do.
Okay, because I have this whole notion of what it is in my head, so don't tell me anything else.
Jimmy Gaffigan, he has a great part about Canadian Tire.
This is funny.
Last week I went to a Canadian Tire store. I don't want to brag. I was kind of surprised to find out they sell more than tires. I don't know why I would think they only sell tires. It's not like the store is called Canadian Tire. How important are tires to you people? You know how people love shopping for tires? We lure them in with the tires. And then, boom, we sell them a blender.
So damn true. It's
Nobody in Canada even sounds like that guy.
It's true.
That's great. I love that.
That's
exactly
so
what I
great.
think of.
Because as a Canadian, you wouldn't think of it until somebody points it out.
That whole routine is
If you
really
grew up
funny.
in
I've heard that whole
Canadian
routine,
Tire,
that Gaffigan routine.
Lure them in with the tire.
And they boom, it's Alva blend.
my Canadian Tire just renovated and it's all kitchen appliances on the
When you're
main
born,
floor.
does Canada just give you a pair of hockey skates, or is it like you kind of earn them over the years? Like, I assume everyone plays hockey. Is this true?
No,
That's not true. Not everyone plays hockey.
some of us hate
Like,
it.
if somebody says that they don't skate, I think a lot of people here are like, oh, that's odd. Even though
That's-
it's not.
okay,
even though
that's
people
true.
don't skate, don't play hockey.
I don't see
But
it.
like, it's just that we stereotype ourselves in that respect.
The things we do for the video thumbnail. Looks like the Quebec Nordiques jersey, but it's actually my men's league team, but we call them the Nordiques. But I haven't actually played in like a year because there's been no games. I wanted to put my helmet on without the cage, so I took the screws out, but one completely broke and one won't come out because I just realized how Canadian this sounds. Love it. Go Nordiques!
So is it true that
I don't
you
care
can
about
catch
sports.
a football on a bounce in the CFL?
You son of a.
And
It's not
honest to
true.
God,
I-
this is not, I'm not joking. Like, when we were kids, we would say Canadian rules if it ever happened, and then we would allow it. Because we always just thought, like, for
That's
whatever
so
reason,
ridiculous.
Canadian
I know so little about sports that I don't even get the jokes that they're talking about.
football was like, oh, you could, if it bounced, you could catch it, and it would still count.
I had never heard that joke until I.
I skipped the football part. I'm sorry.
Do you love apple pie?
Who doesn't?
Okay, here you win. Do all Americans love apple pie?
They're not American if they don't. No, I'm totally kidding.
But why is it synonymous with American?
I don't know. I don't know the origins, though, so I'm not going to speak educated on this.
Somebody tell us.
Hey,
Comment.
Spin
Yeah,
Kuma.
where
Why
did
is apple pie American?
A.
So do all Canadians say A at some point, right?
I say
This
A.
is true.
We say
it's
A.
true. But it's a nice way to say, do you agree or not?
Yeah.
Do all Americans say huh at the end of sentences?
Really?
That's pretty cool, huh?
Huh.
Yeah, we replaced the huh with an A. Hey, shut up, bird.
You know, I guess I've just never picked up on it,
Really? That's such a
But-
huge thing that we think of over here.
but
A.
maybe.
Yeah, I say
I'm
A a
trying to
lot.
put you through what I went through when I moved there. It was just my whole life got put into question.
And then every time someone says something now, I'm gonna be having that in the back of my head, and I'm
You're
not
gonna
gonna
hear the
listen
huh.
to the conversation anymore. You've ruined
That's it. I'm sorry.
Do all Canadians apologize for everything, even if
Yes.
they're not to blame?
I think
Yes.
so. It is true. We're polite. We say A because it sounds more polite.
I mean, I get it. It's like, if you think about A as like just, it's the shortest form of saying, do you agree or what do you think? Eh?
Exactly, eh?
It's
Yeah.
all about the inflection.
Look at that, eh?
Do you guys just go
And
around
Kuma
hunting
says in
beavers
Spanish
and
it's
then
no.
putting them up on your walls, like the tail?
Excuse me?
The beaver tail,
See.
like what is the beaver tail?
Oh, it's a dessert.
You eat the beaver tail for
Yeah,
dessert?
it's a donut.
Yeah, it's not from. It's not a.
They're
it just
big.
looks.
Deep
It's
fried dough.
I believe it's just fried dough.
Covered
Deep
in
fried
sugar.
dough.
I've seen this.
It looks like a beaver tail, I guess.
Beaver tail.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe is that why? I don't even know.
So maybe it is just the same thing, but you're calling it because
We
it
call
fits
it-
your stereotype?
Yeah, I guess.
It is interesting though, because if you Google like top most Canadian things, and like it's almost always on the list is like beaver tail.
Yeah,
Beaver
it's so
tail,
weird. I don't even think
poutine,
I wouldn't
Nanaimo
as a Canadian
bars.
think that. But again, that's my
Is that
situation.
elephant ear? Is that what you guys call
maybe
it?
where you live. It's like every corner. It's like a Timmy's. It's a beaver tail store.
Yeah.
But I didn't grow up with that.
Do all Canadians eat poutine? for
Beaver
just
tail,
about every
Christopher
meal, or
says.
at least every day?
WTF?
No, that's a half true.
Every other day.
As you know, because I brought you to Montreal to try 3 different poutine places.
Can I confess something? I have actually never had an order of poutine. I tried somebody's once, but I've never actually ordered or eaten my own order of poutine. I feel like somehow it's shameful as a Canadian to even admit that. I think, I'm not saying anything about it. I think the concept is amazing. I mean, come on. French fries with cheese curds and then gravy? Come on. Come on. But I don't know, I just feel too guilty. It seems so bad. Like, so bad. So good, and yet so bad. Maybe I'll try poutine for Vlogmas.
Which you can watch here, our crazy adventure.
What a journey.
What
They
is your
went to
thoughts on
Montreal
poutine in
and
Canada?
tried
If you
poutine
think
in
about
like
every
3
area you
different
go
places.
to, they have a thing. Buffalo obviously is known for its wings, but it's interesting that Canada as a whole, not just a city or a region, like as a whole,
I've eaten a
like
snake.
that's their food, is poutine. Do you think that rings true? Is that the most Canadian food?
Yeah, you might be right. Yeah, as a whole, even though it's mostly like
It's from
is the
Quebec,
place,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's too good not to be.
Oh my gosh, poutine. At this point, are there any Canadian restaurants that don't serve poutine? Poutine. I know some of you pronounce it poutine, but you're still saying poo. But you know, poutine, it's a little irresponsible. It's almost like someone was just trying to make French fries more unhealthy. What if we cover it in everything that causes heart disease?
That's right. That's why I can't eat them.
Let's do it. We have free healthcare. Fascinating. It started in Quebec, right? And now it's everywhere in Canada. But you know, there was probably a part of Canada that was like, wait a minute, we're as a country, we're going with the French fry thing?
That's what we just said. As a country, your whole thing.
Like here, McDonald's and Harvey's, which you don't know about Harvey's, but McDonald's and Harvey's have menu options as poutine.
So
Yeah.
let me ask you this though then. Is there a food that you associate, like this is the food of the United States?
Like
Burgers.
burger, steak, McDonuts, just things that are fattening probably.
Yeah, the fattiest of the fat foods. But
Yeah.
poutine's worse than a burger in my opinion.
I
French
think here
fries,
it's branded
hamburger,
as, like,
milkshake,
American comfort
apple
food,
pie.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's like a style of food that people make. Things that are
hot
heavy.
dogs a thing?
Hot dogs, that's right.
Hot
huge,
dogs,
of course,
yeah.
Hot dogs.
Take me out to
Especially
the ball
like at a
game.
baseball game, for example. I'm not gonna
Of
get a
course,
burger.
baseball.
I'm not gonna get a burger at a baseball game. I'm gonna get a hot dog at a baseball game.
Let me ask you this: so is every American play baseball? Like hockey is in Canada, like I've explained
Yeah.
it. Is baseball to the U.S.?
I would say it's almost like a rite of passage to be like, okay, now you're going T-ball, you're gonna work your way up, and then if you want to continue after
Yeah.
like a certain level, you can. Is that like hockey? Like when you're younger, like oh yeah, you
Yeah.
start
I'm
hockey
sorry, I
think
glazed.
so.
at a young age, and then if you
Yes.
like it or
Talking about sports, and I literally glaze over. Like, it's just ridiculous. I'm so not into sports. I'm not judging, I get it, but man, I just glaze right over. So let's go past this.
There. Who wins? Who has the most truths?
we have to check the numbers, but it was pretty even across the board. I was pretty happy with it.
This was nice to be able to talk and defend or admit to it. It
So
was,
there
it was
you go.
therapeutic. I
There's
think.
some
Yeah.
Talking
stereotypes
to
from
an
both
American
sides
about
of the
my
border.
gripes with you and your gripes with us.
It's not even grapes.
And-
I just wanted to make
No.
sure that I'm not offending you when I say, how you doing, eh? Huh? It's a good job, eh?
That
As
sounds
for
good to me.
stereotypes,
How you
they
doing, eh?
exist.
Of course they do.
Most of them are.
Oh my god, my nose is, I feel like Amber. My nose is so itchy. So there you go. Joseph Benedictus.
Look, I can do this now. Oh. Oh. My big ears feel better now. Itchy nose means I'm going to have a row with somebody. I don't have rows with anybody anymore. I don't, it's not worth it. I did have a really ugly comment. You know, it's funny. She's not in here, but I just want to say this. On the Kicking Geese collab I did on 1,000 Pound Sisters, I got one comment that was it was just rude. You know, it was just rude, and I didn't think that the points they made were valid. I don't know if you ever look at my comment section, but I don't delete any comments. I think I've deleted a couple. Like, you know, honestly, if it's blatantly just racist nonsense or something like that, of course, I'm deleting that. But if it's a differing opinion than mine, or they want to call me a narcissist, I don't delete that stuff. Fair is fair. But this one was just rude and insulting, so I tried to shake it off, because, you know, normally a really bad comment will live with me for about 3-4 minutes, and then it's gone. But I literally woke up the next morning and thought about this comment. So I was talking to Kicking Geese in our Discord, and I sent her a screenshot of the comment. I said, look at this. And I said, I'm sorry, I just need to vent. I don't think this is valid, and, you know, blah, 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 blah. But I'm not going to say anything. I don't comment to it. I just leave it. A few hours later, I get a notification on my phone, and Justine went and replied to the bad comment and defended me. And I gotta tell you, I live alone. I'm an only child. I have a narcissist mother. I don't have a whole lot of people in my life who stand up for me, and I'm not fishing for nothing. I'm strong. I take care of my own shit, and that's what I'm used to. But to have somebody, like, publicly stand up for me like that, I was really touched. I had to send her a big-ass sappy thank you today, so that was pretty cool. No, Christopher, I don't take it to heart. Honestly, I get way more good comments than bads, and you can't please it. If you can't please everybody, I mean, it's impossible. Even the most popular figures in entertainment history in the world have haters. So I don't take it to heart, but I'm a human being, right? So sometimes things kind of bug you. Jan on the Lamb, thank you for the super chat. She says, so I'm confused. Should I join as a member or wait to become a Patreon? You know what, Jan, join if you want to. You don't have to. But if you want to join, I would say I'm going to keep memberships. You know what, it's, let's do this. Let's make a plan. And let's say I'm going to keep memberships going until the end of the year. And starting January 1st, 2022, we'll stop it then and start the Patreon. Because honestly, I can't do a Patreon justice if I'm going to do Vlogmas this month. So I think that's fair. And then I can do a couple of members-only live streams to make up for those Sundays. I think that's a nicer way to wrap everything up. And I think I'll make that publicly known as well. So just one final hurrah. And we'll do some extra member stuff this month to finish it off nicely. And then we can go dig in and make some... Oh, I'd like to make some cool documentaries on Patreon. I did start one. I didn't publicly do it or anything, but I've looked into it, so I'll do that. Curious about the comment. No, I think it was still... I don't know. I think it was still there. Should we go look at it? This is shady. It's not shady. It's my damn channel. Like Trixie and Katya say, where we talk about what we want to, because it's my channel and not yours. You know, people are welcome to opposing opinions. Absolutely. But, where the heck is this? Here it is.
Stayed 7 weeks.
Let's see if it's still there. I looked today because I wanted to see if anybody commented, because then after Justine commented, I went in and commented too. No, here it is. See, she says, I love how the childless woman is saying Amy isn't doing anything physical in her daily routine. Your whole life is nothing but physical activity with a 6-month-old. Is she serious? And constantly calling people in the South hillbillies and thinking the South is a horrible place that is homophobic. I never said any of that, you guys. I never said any of that. You know what I said? I said I was really glad that Tammy and her niece had each other to support each other. I said, because... And this is exactly what I said. I said, I can't imagine that being LGBTQ+ is very easy in a small town like that. And as far as calling people from the South hillbillies, I certainly did not do that.
Chris, the brother, went to take a thing called Hillbilly CrossFit. The man who invented it named it Hillbilly CrossFit. That's the only time I used the term hillbilly, and I thought it was cute and positive. And then she said, rich coming from someone who isn't even American and has no clue what she's talking about. So then look at what my girl says. Look at what Justine went in. She says, first of all, WTF are you calling her childless like it's an insult? There's a lot to unpack here. When did she say Amy isn't doing anything? She's just pointing out that Amy doesn't exercise, except for the one time that we saw her go to exercise class. When did she call the South a homophobic, horrible place? She imagines Kentucky isn't the easiest place to be openly LGBTQ. You need to take a break from the internet. Okay, go kicking geese. I wouldn't have had the balls to say that. And then I went in and said, actually, the man who invented the workout called it Hillbilly CrossFit, not me. Your issue is with him. If you feel small rural towns are easy places to be LGBTQ+, we will have to agree to disagree. It is possible to disagree without being so rude and angry. Try it. It can open up great discussions. And for what it's worth, many women cannot or choose not to have children. It doesn't make us any less as a woman. So that was our little, there's my little whine about bad comments. I thought my response was good, but nobody's commented on it yet. But yeah, no, she didn't delete it. It's still there. It's still there. Anyway, that's fine. Like I said, I don't mind opposing comments, but you don't have to be rude. Such a rude. Oh, Christopher, I'm sure they have a life. I'm just sure it's probably not very happy if you're making those kind of nasty comments on the internet all the time. Yeah, listening comprehension. Or an Am baby. I don't know. Whoever it was, she is, you know, she's open to her own opinion. I just wanted her to express it. Honey Fungus says it's child-free, not childless. That's a really nice way to put it.
And between you and I chose. It's not because I have some medical condition, but I thought it's pretty nervy to say that. You don't know you haven't walked in anybody's shoes. Like, you know, what if I was tortured by the fact that I didn't have kids? Anyway, oh yeah, there's only 2 dislikes on it. Well, I get 1 dislike automatically on every upload I do immediately, like within seconds. Somebody has notifications on so they can just come and dislike every video, which I think is just a riot. So I guess this woman joined them. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. It's bad comments on the internet from strangers I'll never see. So, like I said, you take it with a grain of salt, but as a human being, sometimes it bugs you, and I just thought that one was a little bit on the rude side. Rio, should I go get him and force him to come say hello to you just before we go? Because I gotta go eat, you guys. Rio? 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 He's so sleepy. He's so sleepy. Rio? Oh, hello. Hello, my handsome man. Would you like to come and say hello? I know you want to come and say hello. Look at my new chair. Isn't it fancy? And I got a faux sheepskin throw for the chair. Come on, Bobo. Come say hi. I know you're sleepy. Oh my goodness, you're such a squeaky baby. Come here, little man. Oh. There he is. Hi, Bo. Are you sleepy? Look, he's sleepy-faced. I know it's bougie, right? Amber would like it. It's bougie. Say, don't be like that now, my love. You know, they don't even come here to see me. Half of them just come to see you. Least you could do is... He's just waking up. He's very sleepy-faced. Hey, my love? Look at them. Give them face. He doesn't look very happy, does he? He's sleepy. Okay, there you go, my boy. Yeah, bougie. I really liked this chair, but I didn't want it in white, but it was the only color they had in. Is Rio quiet for a Siamese? No, he is absolutely not. Generally, he doesn't shut up if he's awake. So I had to buy this chair in white, and I thought, I can't have anything in white. I will ruin it. Like, I will ruin it. It'll be filthy. So I thought I'd get a throw for it, and I thought this fake sheepskin throw was good. And then Uncle Tim said, you know that throw is white, right? And I said, yeah, but it's not going to get as dirty as material. So yeah, I'm all bougie in my fancy-ass chair. Ooh, ooh, ooh. No bougie earrings. Just bougie chair. Anyway, my lovelies, I think it's time we call it a night. 2 hours. That's a long live stream. I'm just going to see. Yes, all the chat is now. He's so precious. He's so sweet. How much does he weigh? I've never weighed him, but honestly, this is the biggest cat I've ever had in my life. He's huge. He's quite big. And he's heavy. And I'm glad he stopped growing, because I didn't want him to outgrow his airport carrier, because he has to go on a plane. All right, my lovelies. Uncle Tim, is he like Uncle Roger and judge your egg fried rice? No, he's my best friend Tim, but I refer to him as Rio's Uncle Tim. And now we just call him Uncle Tim here on the channel. Thank you, folks. Go have a fantastic Saturday night. If you're not of advanced age, go do something fun. Go get drunk. Go dance your ass off in some club. Make some bad choices. But as always, be kind.